Hey everyone, welcome to the Divorce Dispatcher, where we dive into the wildest, most unbelievable stories of divorce, breakups, and family drama. Stories that'll leave you speechless. This is the story of Rachel.
Wife 29, husband 55. When I met Henry, I thought I had struck gold. He was older, successful, and treated me like a queen. I was fresh out of college, dazzled by his wealth and the lifestyle he offered. Private jets, fancy dinners, designer clothes, it was everything I thought I wanted. But what I didn't realize was that I was trading my independence for a gilded cage. Henry was charming in public, the kind of man who would pull out my chair and order the finest wine. But behind closed doors, he was cold and controlling. I wasn't allowed to work. He said it was because he wanted to take care of me, but really, it was about control. Every aspect of my life was dictated by him: how I dressed, who I talked to, even what I ate. He monitored my every move, using money as both a carrot and a stick. If I wanted something, I had to ask permission. If I spent too much on a shopping spree, he'd freeze my credit cards to teach me a lesson. He made sure I knew that everything I had came from him, and without him, I was nothing. I felt like a puppet, with Henry pulling all the strings. Things took a turn when I found out about his affair with his assistant, someone half his age and twice as naive as I had been. I confronted him, expecting him to beg for forgiveness, but all he did was laugh. "You're replaceable," he said with a sneer. "There's always another pretty face waiting." I was devastated, but also furious. I realized then that I had given up everything: my career, my friends, my dignity, for a man who saw me as nothing more than arm candy. I decided to leave, but Henry made sure it wouldn't be easy. He cut me off financially, locking me out of our shared accounts and freezing my access to everything I had relied on. How do you rebuild your life when your partner has used money as a means of control? What rights do you have when your spouse cuts you off financially? How do you fight back when you feel like the world is against you?
Divorce Dispatcher. You rang? Divorce Dispatcher is here to answer your questions. Your story highlights the harsh realities of power imbalances in relationships, especially when one partner uses financial control to maintain dominance. The good news is there are legal steps you can take to protect yourself, even when it feels like the deck is stacked against you. First, let's address the financial control. If your spouse is cutting you off financially, you can file for temporary spousal support or emergency financial relief during the divorce proceedings. Courts understand that financial abuse can be a form of domestic violence, and they can step in to ensure you have access to funds for basic living expenses, legal fees, and even therapy. Documenting the control and abuse is also important. Keep records of his actions, emails, texts, anything that shows how he's manipulated you financially. This evidence can be used in court to argue for a fair division of assets and possibly additional support. Emotionally, it's about reclaiming your power. Therapy, support groups, and reconnecting with your own goals and dreams can help you rebuild your identity outside of the relationship. You deserve to live a life where you're in control, not someone else. For everyone listening, have you experienced financial control in your relationship, or do you know someone who has? Let's talk about it in the comments, and remember, you're not alone. Legal and emotional support can make all the difference. Disclaimer: the information provided here is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please consult a qualified attorney in your location for specific legal advice. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next video. Your support means a lot, and we love hearing from you in the comments. Divorce Dispatch is signing off duty. Until next time, take care.